Hi there, I'm Christopher Dunnigan. This is HandmadeInVermont.com, and today we're talking about the Hubbardton forged semi-flush called the Dahlia Medium. This is the 12-43-52, part of the Dahlia series. Check out the pendants, chandeliers, great fixtures. Anyway, so let's get into size on this. This is about 14 inches overall height from the ceiling to the bottom of the fixture. It's coming in at 13.9 inches. The diameter is coming in at 32.7, so this is a pretty good, robust size. Lots of different applications for it, and let's go over some of those right now. I think this would be dynamite over a dining room table, especially if you do not have tall ceilings. If you have 8-foot ceilings, slightly shorter ceilings, this would be great. When you have a fixture up on the ceiling like that, it allows you to look underneath it to begin with, but it also gives the impression that the ceiling is higher. So when you hang a pendant down, it kind of draws your eye down, makes the ceiling seem like it's lower. So this is a great fixture for that. There's a couple other ones that are just like this, the Ensemble and a Mobius. Check those out under semi-flush too. They're pretty broad and pretty high up. If you guys need this to be a little longer than the 14 inches or 13.9, and you also are looking to do a slope ceiling adaptable version, that's a very important, because as is, this is not slope ceiling adaptable, but I can do a custom version of it. It would add some height to the fixture because they end up adding this little knuckle, and you can see that this piece right here can bend just like that, and that allows us to be 45 degrees slope ceiling adaptable, but again, it adds some height to it. And there are some of you that may want this to be a little longer than the 14 inches. And how we go about that is you email me an email from our site, sales@HandmadeInVermont.com, and you're going to tell me, I'm looking at the 12-43-52, I need this to be done to it. So either slope ceiling adaptable or maybe a little longer. And I take your email, I send it over to Hubbardton Forge, it goes through a couple different departments, comes back to me, and I quote you on that. Adds a little time and money, but these are the things you can do with Hubbardton Forge because they're made right here in Vermont, only like minutes away from us. So we do these things every day, okay? Canopy on the ceiling is going to be a 5-inch round. It's going to go over your standard 4-inch junction box. To show you more details about that, let's look at the installations instructions. So if you're on the page for this on our website, look over on this side, midway down you're going to see a link. It's going to say click here for installations instructions PDF, so click on that for me. It's going to show you how, well, basically putting it together is really just putting the glass on. But it does show you the canopy, how it goes onto a junction box. Super, super easy. Coming in at 10 pounds, so just stays on a regular junction box is what I'm trying to say. Okay, so moving on from there, let's talk about the glass for a second. Going to be using Hubbardton Forge's opal glass. I'll get into more and on that a little later in the video. But the glass on this is going to be our number 48 glass. It's a bowl, so it's a beautiful piece of handmade glass in the opal type. Okay, so glass it's called a dome basically, or a bowl. 3.5 inches high. Oh, I'm sorry. No, 5. What is this? I think this is. What is this? Let's check it out. This is like 13 and a half inches in diameter. Roughly about almost 3.5 inches high. It's going to hold 2 sockets, and let's get into that now. So, and we sell replacement glass. So if you guys ever break this, just call me, and we sell glass every day. It's no big deal. Okay, diving into what's inside. It's going to be using 2 porcelain regular medium base sockets. And remember, that's just the easy thing that we easy socket and easy bulb that we all grew up with. The recommended bulb is going to be an A19, and that's this size bulb. You can do an incandescent if you want to do that. Remember, there are 2 of them in here, 100 watts max in each of those, right? If you want to do LED, and these are 2 different types of LEDs. This is that kind of normal one that people have seen for many years. These are the kind of newer ones that are called phosphorus ones. They have these little phosphorus lines, they're filaments inside that glow. This is kind of that Edison version. These are really nice, and don't forget, you can get these all these LEDs in different color temperatures, and that's going to be pretty important to a lot of you guys. The warmer the temperature is going to be the lower the number. The higher the number is going to be the cooler number. When you are out looking for them, remember you've got to look at the box, and you're going to see a little chart right there on the bottom. See here? See how it's kind of red right there and blue right there? And there's going to be a little arrow, and it's going to point to where that is. So the light coming down on me is actually considered warm, and I tend to like this. This is 3,000 Kelvin. Cooler white light, which is like daylight, doctor's office, hospital light. Some people absolutely love that, and that's going to be that 4,000, 5,000, 6,000 Kelvin. And don't worry about either one. You can always buy bulbs and play around with them. I tend to like the warmer ones. That's just me. Okay, these are dimmable. Make sure you tell your installer that you're going to be putting these on a dimmer, and he or she needs to install a dimmer that can accommodate LEDs. Again, very, very important. So I want to touch on Hubbardton Forge's glass for just a second. Hubbardton Forge's opal glass is not just another piece of white glass. This is actually hand-blown glass. All of their glass is hand-blown. And to begin with, it's actually a clear piece of glass to start with. And then they come in, they blow a second layer on the inside of white glass. Then they come back and they do a third step where they sandblast the entire outside. So you'll notice when you get these in your hands, they actually have layers of glass on them on the ends. You can see them on these two pieces. And it gives it this really soft, semi-transparent, kind of milky quality. It's a soft glowing piece. Really, really pretty. You know, they're really obsessed about details at Hubbardton Forge, and a lot of people don't. I don't think they appreciate it out in the world, but you appreciate it because that's why you guys are here watching this video. There you go. Let's get into metal finishes now. If you're on our website, HandmadeInVermont.com, do me a favor, look over on the left-hand side of the screen. You're going to see a lot of red tabs over there. One is going to be the Finishes Help Guide. When you're done with this video, go over there and open that up for me, and you're going to see a video at the top of that page of me talking to you guys about the differences in Hubbardton Forge finishes and how they can look on different types of forging. I'm going to be referencing a color chart just below the video, so scroll down a little bit, you'll see that chart. You'll notice there are pictures that have the letter A on them, pictures that have the letter B on them, and I'm going to be talking about that range you can see in variance on there in that video. So it's really important to watch the video, use that chart. When you're done with all that, come back down to that chart. You can click on any of those pictures and see a lot more samples of Hubbardton Forge fixtures in that finish. If you want to see a bunch of stuff in dark smoke, click on dark smoke. If you want to see a bunch of stuff in vintage platinum, do the same, and so on and so on and so on. That's a great way for you to see a lot of Hubbardton Forge stuff in different finishes and really take advantage of that, okay? So our showroom in Vermont has over 350 Hubbardton Forge fixtures spread across 2 floors. We have a What's On display page on our website. It's going to be back in the red tabs over there. A lot of good things in that section. Check out. So when you open that up, you'll see it's all divided up into different sections like dining pendants and outdoor lighting. We're always adding to that. This is the biggest showroom in the world of Hubbardton Forge. They don't even have a showroom like this. Nobody does. And they use this as their showroom when you guys come to Vermont to visit us. So lots and lots to see here. You can see all the different glass, all the different finishes, all the different fabrics, all of those things. In addition to that, we have a clearance center. So the clearance center stuff are returns, discontinued things, and showroom samples. That's an amazing deal for you. If you guys want to take advantage of that, you have to come here to Vermont to see us. And when you do me a favor, measure all the kind of things about your project and what you guys are doing. So the most important thing is measure your ceiling heights to begin with. Measure distances between junction boxes and like windows and ceilings and those kind of things. So if you're looking at sconces on the wall, you can see if they're going to fit for you. If you're doing pendants over a kitchen island, measure the distances between those junction boxes. Widths of tables, kitchen tables, dining tables, lengths of tables, islands, all that good stuff. And also do a couple more things. If you guys have some tablets or iPads lying around, take pictures of all these things. Take pictures of the kitchen, take pictures of the projects you're doing. Bring that in so we can kind of go through those pictures together and we'll be able to see what you guys are up to, okay? And also the boxes and clearance stuff, for clearance stuff, are basically packed for shipping. Don't forget, these were supposedly shipped out. So the boxes tend to be on the bigger side, so bring a decent size SUV if you want to take stuff home. It's a really good opportunity for you. When you buy your Hubbardton Forge fixtures from HandmadeInVermont.com, shipping is free to every state except Alaska and Hawaii. There's no tax if we ship out of the state of Vermont. We're the only dealer that offers 90-day returns and no restocking fees. That's 3 months after you receive something to send it back, and there's no restocking fee on that. Some larger items and custom things, and it's usually going to be big things on pallets, are going to be non-returnable. It'll always tell you on the page for an item if that is the case, so always keep an eye out for that. And we also offer a rush program. So to get all these different metal finishes, Hubbardton Forge doesn't stock. They generally take about 3 to 4 weeks to get product out. We can cut that time in half, and it's really, really inexpensive. If you want to know more about that, just drop me a quick email and I can clue you in on details, okay? So our showroom in Vermont is open every day except Sunday from 11 to 6. I'm here every day except Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. If you want to drop a quick email, you can do that all the time. And that's going to be at sales@handmadeinvermont.com, and we spell out the word Vermont. or you can call me during business hours, 802-446-2400. So thank you for stopping in today, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Take care. Bye-bye.